The rain falls softly over Seattle, steady and familiar, washing the streets, the sidewalks, the corners where stories gather unnoticed. In a city known for innovation, wealth, and progress, there exists another Seattle, one that lives beneath overpasses, in doorways, in tents pressed against chain-link fences. This is a story about that Seattle, not of statistics alone, but of lives unfolding quietly in the shadow of glass towers. Seattle wakes early. Coffee shops open their doors, commuters move with purpose, buses hiss at their stops. At the same time, others wake on damp cardboard, zipped into sleeping bags that have lost their warmth. Morning comes whether you have a roof or not. For many unhoused people, the first thought of the day is not ambition or productivity, but survival, where to find warmth, where to find food, where to exist without being told to move along. Homelessness in Seattle did not appear overnight. It grew slowly, shaped by rising housing costs, economic inequality, untreated mental illness, addiction, and systemic gaps that leave people behind. Rent climbed faster than wages. Homes became investments instead of shelter. For those living paycheck to paycheck, one missed rent payment, one illness, one job loss was enough to tip the balance. Stability vanished quickly, replaced by uncertainty. Downtown, luxury apartments rise floor by floor, while just blocks away, tents line sidewalks. The contrast is striking but normalized. People step over sleeping bodies, eyes forward, headphones in place. Not out of cruelty, but habit. When a crisis lasts long enough, it becomes background noise. In Pioneer Square, history lingers in brick buildings and narrow streets. Here, homelessness is visible in every direction. Some sit quietly with cups at their feet. Others pace, talking to voices no one else can hear. Many carry everything they own in bags that dig into their shoulders. Each person has a story, though few are asked to tell it. For some, homelessness began with eviction. For others, with family breakdown. For many, it started long before the loss of housing, years of trauma, untreated illness, or instability that finally surfaced when support disappeared. Homelessness is rarely a single event. It is a process. Shelters offer temporary relief, but they are crowded, time-limited, and often unsafe for those with trauma. Many avoid them altogether. Curfews, rules, and the risk of theft or violence make sleeping outside feel like the lesser danger. In winter, the cold cuts deep. In summer, heat and dehydration take their toll. The body keeps score of every night spent exposed. Mental health weaves through nearly every story. Seattle, like many cities, struggles with inadequate psychiatric care for those without insurance or stable housing. Medication is hard to manage without a place to store it. Appointments are missed when survival takes priority. Symptoms worsen, and people fall further from the systems meant to help them. Addiction, too, is visible and often misunderstood. Substance use is not always the cause of homelessness. Often it is the consequence. Drugs and alcohol numb hunger, cold, fear, and memory. They offer brief escape from lives that feel unlivable. Judgment comes easily. Compassion does not. Encampments form where space allow under highways, along green belts, beside industrial zones. Within them, a fragile order exists. People watch each other's belongings. They share food when they can. Conflicts arise, but so does community. These are not lawless spaces. They are improvised neighborhoods built from necessity. The city responds in cycles. Outreach teams offer services. Cleanup crews dismantle camps. Belongings are lost. People scatter, only to regroup elsewhere. Each sweep disrupts fragile connections to caseworkers, to medication, to neighbors who provided a sense of safety. The intent may be cleanliness or order, but the result is often displacement without resolution. For those experiencing homelessness, time feels different. Days blur together. Waiting becomes a full-time occupation, waiting for shelter beds, for appointments, for housing vouchers, for change. Progress comes slowly, if at all. Hope flickers, dims, returns, fades again. Not everyone remains unhoused forever. Some find housing through supportive programs that combine shelter with mental health care and case management. These successes prove that homelessness is solvable, not inevitable, but resources are limited and demand far outweighs availability. Public opinion in Seattle is divided. Some residents demand stricter enforcement, cleaner streets, fewer visible reminders of poverty. Others call for compassion, funding, and systemic reform. Between these views are the people living the reality tired of being debated, rarely consulted. At night, the city glows. Office lights reflect off wet pavement. Restaurants fill with conversation and warmth. In doorways and tents, people prepare for another night. They adjust blankets, check that their belongings are still there, listen for footsteps. Sleep comes lightly, interrupted by sirens, rain, fear. Homelessness strips people of privacy, dignity, and predictability. Small choices when to shower, where to rest, how to stay safe become complex calculations. Yet even here, humanity persists. Laughter breaks out unexpectedly. Acts of kindness pass quietly from hand to hand. Seattle prides itself on progress and compassion. The question remains whether those values can extend fully to its most vulnerable residents. Homelessness is not just a crisis of housing, but of connection between people, policies, and priorities. Under the same reign, lives move forward in vastly different directions. Some head home. Others remain outside, unseen but present. Their stories continue whether we listen or not. And until solutions match the scale of the need, this other Seattle will remain waiting, enduring, surviving beneath the city's shining surface.